because there's been a lot in not just like trades teasing. We're getting castings this year, and they're definitely leaning into that. There's also the talk that we're hearing and actors that have been testing for Disney roles, for undisclosed Disney roles. Now, chances are, by looking at some of the names and ages, which are like 18 to tops 30, everybody's kind of pointing out this is probably for X-Men because they hired writers for that film over a year ago. And at that time, prior to that, for like a year straight, they were taking pitches. So they definitely got an idea. And now it's down to the casting. We've heard that the Russo brothers are going to oversee the X-Men, which makes sense because they confirmed they were back with Marvel and talking to them before they got hired for Doomsday and Secret Wars. It's X-Men, so
so we need money.
Yeah. Yeah. A couple interesting names that have popped up was first and foremost, like Mystique. There seems to be 2 or 3 actors circling that role, which is interesting. So
unfortunate. Can we not have an X-Men movie with Mystique in it, please?
No.
There are literally a billion other mutants we can do.
Everybody wants the naked blue girl, okay?
Which is it's kind of weird because like in comics until kind of recently, she is not that important.
Not at all. No.
Yeah.
She's had her ties to Nightcrawler, and that's kind of been it. But yeah, and
Rogue.
Yeah. The last decade, though, she's really kind of been all over the X-Men. Like everywhere you look, Mystique's in there. So I understand why they're going to use her. It gives them the ability to also play around with cameos. Like
yay.
It's
see how excited I am.
I know. It's like, oh, what did you want me to be? Instead of Mystique, you want me to be Captain America? Turns into Chris Evans for 10 seconds so the crowd can go, this is what I love about the MCU.
What, that 5-second scene? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like
I called it.
To be Jennifer Lawrence for a whole half a second just to have a cameo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Jennifer and whoever played her in the originals as well. I can't remember her name.
Rebecca Romaine.
That's the one, yeah.
I only remember because she's in the best Star Trek show that they've made since forever. So, doesn't look like the same actor anymore at all, but she's great overall. I wouldn't mind her returning in some sort of capacity role, honestly. Like, she's pretty talented.
It'd be Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Also, cameo there would be, unfortunately.
Yeah, that is true. We keep hearing also Cyclops is probably going to be the first casting to kind of announce. Like, Cyclops and the villain, apparently. That's what they're going for. Which seems to be, we talked about it before, by all accounts, Mr. Sinister is pretty much a lock-in, I guess.
Which is fine. People have wanted, I've wanted Sinister for ages, but
yeah.
I just don't think people would be, I guess, ready for clones. I guess because people are having like the debacle that is for Secret Invasion with the Skrulls. Essentially,
Secret what?
You know what it is.
The thing with a high Rotten Tomato score than Captain America.
All right, we're out of here. We're ending this thing. Get out of here.
But yeah, that's the only thing I had with Mr. Sinister. It's just clones. That's it. Otherwise, he's a pretty good villain.
Yeah,
I want them to jump straight into Krakoa. I've said it so many times before. If you're going to do Sinister and after Secret Wars, just jump into the whole House of 10 or House of X Power of 10 thing. Just jump straight there.
If they're doing that, why don't they jump into, like you're saying, Krakoa, right? What if Sinister is a survivor of the old universe and he's trying to use cloning to recreate? Yeah, like why not do that with him? Like that would be a cool angle to take on Sinister. Be like, I'm trying to recreate the perfect mutant, eugenics, and all this, and
the perfect mutant, all while he's injecting a part of himself into each clone. Okay.
Yes.
Well, yes. I mean, yes.
He's like the narcissist. So yeah, that makes perfect.
Maybe he can also run a social media platform like SinisterX.com or something. All the worst people, all the like anti-mutants can gather on there because that's gonna make it contemporary. So, oh man, if you have an X-Men flag, you're not allowed on here. Oh,
No.
yeah.
That's right. There's bluer skies out there. It's fine.
That's Sinister. That's Sinister to a T. And remember, MySpace canonically exists in the MCU.
It does.
Tony didn't want his photos on there, so you know it makes sense. So
the last time social media was actually good was MySpace.
It's true. That is true. 100%. 100%.
The kids will never know, but I remember.
No. I remember HTML coding random things. What a wild time. Now, also something interesting that's popped up is apparently rumors are just suggesting they ultimately will do Apocalypse. Now, this is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just had one, man.
Yeah.
But it's comics, so it has to be an apocalypse every damn week.
I know that, but
do you guys think that, like, clearly, when they do Apocalypse and some sort of version of Days of Future Past, they're going to have to include the Avengers as well? It can't just be an X-Men story since they're in the MCU, you know? Like,
I mean, it could be in it, but I wouldn't think that they're like a part of the main cast.
Yeah. I don't think main cast, but like half crossover, you know? Like,
I think for Days you can kind of, if you really wanted to just keep it an X-Men story, make it an alternate timeline.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the way time travel works in the MCU is not the actual timeline, so it's just an alternate one.
Right.
Problem solved.
It's going to be funny. Hey, we're done with Secret Wars. No more alternative timelines. Anyway, X-Men alternative timeline stories.
No, JK.
Yay. Yeah. So
this is what would happen if Logan fell asleep.
Well, don't give Marvel's
What If the movie. Yeah.
That's what if people are gonna
right there.
That's what essentially people are gonna like devolve it into, is a what if possibility for a movie if we're gonna go that route. So.
Yeah.
But they can actually make it good this time, so you know.
No, I don't think that's gonna happen.
As long as they ain't fighting Dyson vacuums, it probably will be decent. I haven't seen that film since a decade ago. Probably going to need a rewatch at some point.
I don't think you do.
Yeah, probably not. Honestly, probably not. So that's it. A little X-Men talk. When we start hearing castings, which by all accounts probably by this summer, we'll talk about them and our thoughts on it. Let's just hope that they, let's hope it's a mixture of ages and not everybody's like CW-ified. It's like
this is a mixture of ages.
I need
a Drake fan.
Oh yes.
Wow.
Like Cyclops can't lead if he's like 16 and the rest of the team's like 25. You know, it's like
but technically he's a child soldier, at its base.
Yeah.
If you talk about Scott, like from what his depiction is in the comics, he's basically a child soldier because half the time he's devising plans how to eliminate a threat, be an ally or an enemy. It's completely weird, but also funny.
They
need to be around like Holland's age. I know he's pushing 30 at the minute, but you put him around there.
But also, like, older leader, probably, like, according to the reports, like, Kitty Pryde is going to be like played by a 15-year-old. So by the time the film comes out, she'll be like maybe 17, 18.
I mean,
like,
that's fine. Kitty's supposed to be young, isn't she?
Yeah. It's supposed to be the youngest anyway. So
R.I.P. my ultimate dream.
Oh, I thought you were going to Colossus route.
I thought you were going to Star-Lord and Kitty route. I'm like, I don't want Chris Pratt hitting on a 15-year-old.
No, we want the good Marvel comic timeline. The 1610 racist Captain America.
Man. Well, there you go, everybody. So we'll be back with more X-Men. Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will. And if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.